Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Wayne, aka Wayne the Whip, and this is a long overdue new video about Wurm Online. It's been my intention to return to Wurm Online after taking another long break and getting obsessed with it all over again and doing some more videos. I've had, maybe 50 or so people ask me, mostly in Discord, when I'm going to do some more Wurm Online videos, and I just keep telling them, when I play video games, it's always within a season, and once I feel that pull, then I'll come back, I'll dive in, I'll get obsessed, and I'll do a bunch of new videos. But every time I felt the urge to return to Wurm Online, I really felt like I was sort of getting pushed away. And so that's why I've not done anything new, and I probably won't, except for this video, and I want to explain why, so that for once and the final time when someone says, hey, why don't you do Wurm Online videos anymore, then they already have the answer. And if they don't, I can just send them a quick link. I want to preface this by first saying I love Wurm Online. It is in at least my top 5 all-time most favorite video games ever. In terms of how much time I've spent playing Wurm Online, it's again got to be top 5, possibly top 3. I'm not sure. I'd have to go look at some logs. If you watched any of my videos about Wurm Online, then you know that my beginning at Wurm Online was a bit rocky, but after trying it a few times later, it eventually stuck, and then I just became completely addicted with it. But I do have some criticism, and it's mainly criticism that's come up since the game was bought by Game Chest Group. Game Chest Group is a company that I believe was specialized in loot boxes back in the day, and somehow they managed to buy Wurm Online. I mean, good for them. If I could have bought Wurm Online, if I had known it was for sale and I could have bought it, I probably would have bought it too. There are, however, a few issues that I have. I don't know if these issues predated the purchase or not. All that I know is that there's some things that I don't like, and it's not necessarily about the game. I'll talk about it a little bit. And I will say, though, I have been attempting to talk about this already. Not here on my own channel as a video, but on the official forums and on Twitter and on YouTube. And every time I try this, I just get my comment deleted, or I get blocked or removed or something of that nature. So that's going the extra mile to not hear someone out, to hide their comments, rather than to listen to them. And that is a huge change from my early days with Wurm Online. As a matter of fact, if I may regale you with a short story, when I first began Wurm Online many, many years ago, I had some criticism. And this was before I even fully understood the game. But I posted my criticism, and Code Club AB replied. To my surprise, they thanked me for the criticism, and they even gave me, I think it was 15 silver. Might have been 12 silver. Point is, they gave me some silver. I was kind of blown away, because that doesn't usually happen. Usually when you come up with some criticism for a company or a service or a game or whatever, usually you get jumped on for it. You certainly don't get thanked for it, and you certainly don't get rewarded for it. But Code Club AB rewarded me for it. Now I contrast that to today under the Game Chest flag, which is the company that now owns Wurm Online, and they're blocking me every chance they get. Which is, honestly, it's sad, because I love the game, and I feel like the game is in the hands of someone else that doesn't love the game, or the people that play it. But who cares, right? I'm not a YouTuber. I don't have a big following. My complaints aren't going to matter. And yet, for some reason, they still insist on removing my criticism. This video won't matter either. I already have a job. I'm not a YouTuber. I'm not trying to be a YouTuber. What I do is like to play video games, and every so often I like to do videos of video games. Most recently, it was between this and No Man's Sky. I decided I wanted to come back to Wurm Online, and I came back, and mainly because I saw this post that you're looking at now on the official Wurm Online Twitter account. I also got this email, email newsletter, which I was completely surprised to see. I can't even remember the last time I got a newsletter from Wurm Online. It's been years since they've sent any out. So I naively thought, oh, cool, they're reaching out to people. Maybe they've fixed a couple of issues. And I checked, and they didn't. And so I decided to go with No Man's Sky instead. All right, so with that really long intro, sorry about that. I can be known to drone on at times. I'll get to the point. There's a couple of things that Game Chest does that I don't like. One of them is they won't let you spend your marks unless you're premium. This has been my primary complaint. I've stated it exactly as I stated it to you many times. On the official forums, it just gets deleted. On other sites, it gets hidden, or whatever control methods are available, including today. I decided to try again today, and it happened again today. So I thought, okay, it's time to do a video. So what are marks? If you don't know, you earn marks when you purchase anything with real money. Well, maybe not anything. You earn it when you purchase premium time or when you purchase silver. Then marks can be used in the marks system to purchase some cool things, like skins, for example. Now, the skins are FOMO skins, that's fear of missing out, because they usually only stick around for a month. I don't think it's a huge deal, though, so my complaint isn't really about the skins being FOMO, but it's about how they gate those skins. You see, it's not enough to simply own the marks that you've earned through real money purchases, but they won't let you spend your marks unless your account is also currently premium active. And of course they're doing this because they want you to spend more money or to spend your silver so that you have to go buy more silver or try to earn silver or do something. So while I have no major issue with the FOMO skins themselves, I do have an issue with them being gated behind premium accounts. I mean, what's the point of earning marks that you earn by spending real money if you can't even spend the marks if you don't happen to be premium at the time? I'm sure that Game Chest knows what you or Wurm Online players know, is that most people don't play every day, year after year after year. Most people play for a long period of time, a few months maybe longer, and then they take a break. But then they come back. You can see this simply by checking the registrar of deeded lands. There's tons of them, yet there's only like maybe 100 people playing. So when you see thousands of claims, but maybe 100 active players, I'm speaking specifically of Xanadu, by the way, then you know that there's a lot of people taking a break, but they're not giving up their land. Most people don't. I don't. I take a long break, but I'll sit on my land. I've made the mistake of not checking in often enough and losing my property, and I had to go and reclaim it. That's happened more than once, by the way. But I've been a little more careful with that lately. But since people take big breaks, they would probably prefer that you stay active and keep your premium and keep your account premium. But if you're not currently playing, there's no reason to keep your account premium because you only need premium when you're training up skills or when you need your higher level skills. So their solution is, hey, we'll just make sure we toss out new FOMO skins every month, and then when someone wants to buy a cool skin, then they're going to have to activate their account with premium even if they're not ready to play the game. For this reason, I've skipped out on, I think, maybe 3 skins that I wanted in the last year. I have around 12,000 marks. I have a solid gold, 100 silver, and I know there's some other currency. I can't think of it offhand, though. And yet I've not played for a long time, and this is the reason why. I just can't bring myself to come in and activate and go premium knowing that this sort of type of predatory monetization model is going on. They don't need it. I mean, maybe that's not a fair statement. Maybe they're about to go under and they do need it. I don't know. But I dare say that they'd probably get more by stating that as a fact than they would be by using some of these predatory practices. But it seems they've been taking some extra steps to save money and to gain money. Another thing they did recently, or not too long ago, was to remove the referral program. I contrast that with the most recent email they sent out. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can find that real quick. Okay, well, I looked for it. I couldn't find it. I must have deleted it. But I'll just go by memory here. And so many words in that last newsletter they sent, the one they haven't sent for like years beforehand, they, in so many words, were asking people to help spread the word. Let everyone know how great Wurm Online is. Ordinarily, I wouldn't have a problem with that. I've done it before. But this comes years after taking away the referral program. So if you want people to help promote your game, then why did you remove the referral program? I'll answer the question because they answered that question too. They said, well, because most people are referring themselves when they create alt accounts. To which I reply, who cares? I mean, if Alan 1 and Alan 2 is giving you money, or if Alan and Brad are giving you money, it's still the same money. I myself have 3 premium accounts, 1 primary premium account. Of course, none of them are premium at the moment. I've also had some throwaways in the past, mostly for experimentation. Those are long gone. So between those two issues, one being the gating, the spending of marks behind premium accounts, and the other being we want you to promote us, but we don't want to compensate you for that effort, I just don't really feel a strong desire to return. Not the way I did or I have in the past. So what happens when you voice this to Wurm Online? Well, here's the announcement of their newsletter. They sent this out at about the same time they sent out the newsletter. And here's one comment. I want to see Wurm Online in the PlayStation Store. Okay, cool. That's it? Just one comment? Well, no, there's 2 comments. You can see right here, 2 replies. Where's the other one? Well, the other one is my reply, and they've hidden it. I don't know if you're aware of this or not, but on Twitter, you can hide the replies of people that respond to your post if you want to. And they wanted to, and so they did. I'm going to bring it up on another account now. Twitter is kind of going to hell too, by the way. So here's I'm on another screen. I'll just read this. So on my other account, I posted this as a response. When are you going to let me spend my marks without being premium? I wanted to buy the NAR skin. I earned my marks, and you say I have to spend more money to spend my marks. I've supported Wurm financially for 8 years, and you want to do this? This is predatory. So I didn't really think that the comment, except for the this is predatory part, I can see how that might trigger someone. But other than that, I think it's pretty tame. I wasn't belligerent. I can at times be quite belligerent. I was not belligerent here, and yet they removed the comment. So when you're on any account other than the account that you made the comment with, the comment's hidden. It's visible to you as the original poster, though. That's how the ghosting system works on Twitter. So you don't realize that you've been ghosted. That's the whole point of being ghosted. But that was the comment that I posted that they removed. And this was, when was this? September 25th. So this was a solid month ago. Now, let's look at, let's look at this one right here. Here's another video. I commented on this one just today. This is by Crafty Joe. So if you don't know, Crafty Joe is an official content provider for Wurm Online. I don't know exactly what that means as a benefit to him. Like, does that mean he's getting paid? Is he earning in-game rewards maybe? I don't know. But what I can tell you, I've posted more than one reply on his content, and he removes it. And he did that just today. I replied back, and the reason I did this was because I actually replied again after he deleted my first comment, because some people are being, a little bit critical here. Great videos always. The issue with premium or silver rewards, right? So someone's offering a little bit of criticism at the same time. That's fine. So I did the same thing. I used the same language here. I said, Wurm Online is a great game, but the issue is gating marks with premium accounts, blah, 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 in so many words. Again, not being belligerent or anything like that. In fact, I didn't even use the word predatory in that specific comment because I thought it might trigger him. Within 5 minutes, I received a notice that for posting spam. He violated YouTube terms of service to mark my post as spam in order to get rid of it. He could have just deleted it. He didn't even have to violate YouTube policy, but he chose to. It's definitely not spam. I replied back, Crafty Joe, official content provider for Wurm Online, and violates YouTube terms of service to mark a comment as spam when it is not spam. You are not a content provider. You are reputation management. I want to make a distinction there because people that are in the business or providing the service of reputation management are trying to flip anything negative or try to make it sound not as bad as it could sound. That's what they're really doing. And he's done similar to this as well. And so that's why I don't base this reputation management claim off of just this one instance. But it's the one that I happen to have handy because I just did this earlier. If I refresh this page, I'm wondering if that comment is removed as well. But I'm not going to do it yet because I want to go down. I mean, he's not always going to simply remove your post, though, right? This guy types, so you discovered AI voice generators and downloaded DaVinci Resolve. Okay, I'm not familiar with AI voice generators, but maybe that's true. And he answered, yep. So you discovered how to troll and waste people's time. Why is he offended by that? What's the big deal? If you're using an AI voice generator or not, why is he triggered by that? And also, why did he reply like that, but he removed mine? Well, probably because my post was a bit more telling of what's going on with Game Chest. But anyway, I can't imagine this being acceptable when you're an official anything. But apparently it is for Wurm Online. Or rather, I'll say for Game Chest, because this isn't really a Wurm Online thing. Okay, got some water. Maybe that will help with my voice. So reputation management is easy when you have complete control over the comments and you can simply remove them. But when someone else is using their own venue, well, you can't delete. You have to try to do your best. And that's what's happened here. Now, to be fair, I have not watched this video yet. I was about to, and I thought, well, I need to get my video out first because I have some other things to do, and I probably won't be able to watch this until later tonight. But his video is Big Developments and Broken Promises, and I can't wait to watch this tonight. And here's Crafty Joe chiming in again. Why is Crafty Joe a content provider, official content provider, saying thanks for your insight? Again, I say it's because he's not really a content provider. He's something else. He's probably reputation management. It's hard to get both objective and constructive feedback, so this is a ton of help. As always, well done on the speed of this video. Well, now all of a sudden he's being cordial. He's being polite. And rather diplomatic, I guess you could say. So, why? Why here and not on his own channel? Well, because he can't delete this video. Maybe he could try. He might try to do a takedown notice or something like that. But you got to be careful with those because those can turn around and bite you if they're not legal. So, of course, I posted a reply to him here because on here, he can't just outright delete my post. He could maybe ask Bloody Drongo to do it, though. And I don't know, mate. Would he not? I really don't know. Are they buds? I have no idea. I put on here, it's even more difficult when you report critical feedback on your channel as spam in order to hide criticism. Yet here you are, in this case, thanking someone for doing that. Perhaps it's because, in this case, you can't hide the comment since it's a video. As I said before, you're not providing content as much as you're providing a service of reputation management for Game Chest, the new company that bought Wurm Online. But I don't know, again, like I said, I don't know what's being stated here. I'll check it out tonight, and I guess we'll see if Wurm Online or Game Chest will do anything about this or not. When it comes to my complaints, though, about the marks, spinning marks, I'm guessing that there is no intention to ever do anything about that. I think that's pretty much the road they chose and the road they're going to stay on. And the reason I say that is because if they wanted to, at the very least, discuss it or even address it or just simply acknowledge it, they've had many opportunities to do it on official Wurm Online controlled venues, and instead they have chosen to delete those posts. I used to post, every so often on the official Wurm Online forums, and it was a good place to stay in touch and keep up on the game when one is taking a break. But after getting my post deleted for merely asking about the game of the marks, at this point I'm pretty much over it. And so that's why I haven't been playing Wurm Online. That's why I have no real intention of returning to Wurm Online. I mean, if they decided to remove or fix this issue with, actually, it's not fair to say issue, it's a decision. If they decided to reverse their decision and remove the requirement to be premium to spin marks, then I'd definitely be back. If at the very least they could address it and explain why they have been working overtime to delete posts that discuss it, then I might consider it. At the very least, I could hear their side. I could hear their point of view. But the only point of view I've had so far is shut up and say goodbye to your post. I wish I had kept track of my other posts so I screenshotted them or something, because I only have a couple of examples here. But at the very least, you can see that it's happening at least in a couple of instances. So maybe you don't agree with me. Maybe you think this is BS. Maybe you don't think it's a big deal. Maybe you think I'm overreacting. Maybe you just don't care. But at the very least, you know why I've not returned. And so now if you're one of those individuals that's been asking me, or if you're someone that's planning to ask me again, now you know why I've not been playing Wurm Online. And the only thing that keeps rolling over in my head is when I first started Wurm Online, I gave some critical feedback and they gave me 15 silver for it and thanked me. That was Code Club AB. And now I'm leaving critical feedback and Game Chest is silencing me, deleting my post or hiding my post, depending on which venue it's in. So what do? Well, I have about 100 silver right now. That will keep my the rent paid on my property for a long time. So I could just keep doing that and hold out, and maybe one day they'll come around and they'll do something about this. And if not, then I could just give my stuff away. I have some decent stuff. I have a fair amount of rares, and including my rare Gnar and some rare ovens and stuff like that. I could give it all to my neighbor. He'd probably love to get it. I could just quit right now and give him that and the 100 silver as well. But I think I want to hang on just in case they come around. But I don't think they will, and I'm not holding my breath. This video won't do any good. Like I said, I'm not a YouTuber. I'm not trying to be one. I already have a job. But at the very least, I can get my voice out there without them being able to silence it. Anyway, thanks for listening. I know there wasn't a lot to look at here. Well, nothing personal against Bloody Drongo here. Just, I'm not doing any gameplay video or anything like that. I'm playing No Man's Sky right now. That's my current game. I usually only play one game at a time until I get bored with it, and then I'll move on to something else. I might do another Asheron's Call 2 emulator test because there's been quite a few updates with that. And it's been 5 months since I checked it out. Anyway, other than that, thanks a lot for watching. And maybe I'll catch you in another video.